Yes, sir. You guys ready for that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this next gentleman comes from North Carolina or South Carolina. I'm not sure if it's North Carolina or South Carolina. It doesn't make any fucking difference. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lee Willis, everybody.
All right, how you guys doing? All right. Feel pretty good. I actually have this week and next week off, mostly because I don't have a job, but it's still nice to have the time off, you know. I did have an interview, though. I can't believe they still ask you at interviews, like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And it's like, well, that kind of depends on if I have a job or not, doesn't it? What am I, Nostradamus? This is how that conversation would go. Mr. Willis, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? It's like, well, geez, sir, I'm hoping to get something by then. I've got rent due the day after tomorrow. Now what they ask in a lot of interviews, very common, what's one of your weaknesses? I don't like that question, it's awkward. But just for fun, I want to say something like, I have a weakness for crystal meth. By the way, how's your dental plan? Hey, that should be important to a meth head, you know? It isn't, but it should be. I just want dental care at least as good as what the waitstaff at the Waffle House have, you know? I actually like going in there every now and again because the waitresses there, they always call me hon or honey, and I like that. It makes me feel good. And they don't need any teeth to form the word hon or honey, so it works out for everybody. I used to get to go to the VA hospital, and they would clean my teeth for free every year because I was in the Navy, but they don't do that anymore. They said you have to be on 100% disability to qualify for dental now. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I'm 100% disabled, I'm thinking maybe gingivitis isn't going to be my biggest concern in life. You know? At that point, I just want them to, like, draft my will. I don't know. Change my diaper. I don't know. Brush my teeth. I actually saw this guy talking to his little boy the other day, and he said, son, you have so much potential. I used to think that was a compliment when I was growing up. It is not. For two reasons. Number one, having a lot of potential means you haven't done anything yet, right? And number two, you can't return that compliment. Like if my dad said, son, you have so much potential, I can't say, so do you, Dad, you're going to make a really good father someday. In which case, yes, I'll need that will drafted up. I was actually pretty naive as a kid for the longest time. I thought that Uncle Sam was like a real person. I thought it was like my dad's brother. And my mom just didn't like him or something. Uncle Sam's screwing everybody. And in my adolescent mind, I'm thinking, we got to have him over for dinner. I can learn a thing or two from this guy, man. Until I was like 15 or 16, I thought that a strip mall was exactly that. A mall comprised solely of titty bars. I didn't know. I just took the words at face value. So I'm asking my parents, what's the difference between a mall and a strip mall? They said, well, mall's usually bigger and better. I'm like, really? Imagine my complete devastation upon my arrival at the mall. I'm sure you guys have had this happen. I was at the CVS a couple days ago, and they always want that extra $1. They're like, would you like to donate $1 to the Lou Gehrig Foundation? I'm like, dude, you have a no soliciting sign right on your door, man. That's like, remember a couple years back, they had the big earthquake in Japan? It was like, would you like to donate $1 to Japan relief? Like, lady, half the crowd of my house is made in Japan. I don't think another $1 is going to make a difference, you know? If anything, Japan should show me a little love after all these years, man. I never did again, you know? And now it's about the troops, you know? Would you like to donate a candy bar to the troops? And I was like, I used to be a troop. Give me a Snickers bar. And my change too, would you please? I actually like going to the dollar store because, well, I can afford stuff in there for starters. But they always try to push a useless product. Like one day it was, would you like to buy a scented marker? They asked every customer, would you like to buy a scented marker? Like a scented marker? How about a scented fork? That way if these ramen noodles taste like crap, at least they'll smell good on the way to my mouth. You ever go to someone's house and you can tell as soon as you get there that they shop at Sam's Club and nowhere else? There's like a keg of peanut butter right on the kitchen table, you know? There's like a pallet of toilet paper in the garage. And a shitload of air freshener. Incidentally, a shitload is the standard unit of measurement in Texas, in case anybody's wondering. Throw that in. And one thing I do want to say, I got to get out of here. We got a lot of show up for you all, but for the couples in the room, never ask your significant other, honey, where did you learn to do that when you're in bed? Because there's no good answer to that, people. Like, honey, where'd you learn to do that? It's like, oh, I took a seminar. Well, the UPS guy came over. Like, oh, all right, guys, I'm Willis. Thanks for coming out.
Willis, everybody, one more time for Lee there.